The first stage of flow states is you don't talk about flow states. The second stage is, okay, just kidding. The first stage of flow states is called the struggle slash challenge. Let me explain in more details. Your struggle is the clear goal or goals that you set for your session, and this is where all your focus will be. Examples of that are learning or creating a new movement and variations, which would amount to a BMX trick, calisthenics progression, fighting skill, team offensive tactic, contest preparation, brainstorming, filming, and creating content. Anything which is getting you out of your comfort zone, yet which is not too far out of your reach. You're loading your brain with new information, and you keep adding layers of complexity. In complex problem solving, such as creativity and movement mastery, your mind is puzzled, it is overloaded, it is trying to make sense of that huge blast of information it is receiving, trying to connect the dots and recognize all the patterns. This is when you start asking yourself, how am I supposed to accomplish that? That's exactly what brings all of your attention in the moment. The prefrontal cortex, that part of your brain which is responsible for consciously orchestrating all your thoughts, all your actions aligned with your internal goal, is hyperactive during struggle and deactivated in flow. Next, you will create challenges out of your main struggles, leading you to accomplish your goal. Usually, your struggle is so complex anyways that you have to break it down. Keep in mind also that small victories are hyper stimulating. They keep you moving forward. Here's a good example of what I'm talking about. Breaking down a new trick, a movement, or a routine into smaller and concise components to be mastered step by step and executed flawlessly for a given number of repetitions. It makes the whole thing way easier to assimilate. Once your struggles and challenges are set, it will help you calibrate your approach to your session. Now, frustration will be part of the game. It means you're highly involved in complex problem solving and you're extremely hungry for result, which is another way to bring all your attention to the present. That's when you start asking yourself, am I ever going to pull that insane trick, that movement, that PR? Now, frustration should not get the best out of you, otherwise you're lost somewhere else and you're losing touch with your goal. That's what the first stage is all about. You're racking your brain and you're trying to figure out a solution out of which something concrete and awesome will emerge. Now, let me give you a few examples so you get the gist of what I am talking about. First example of struggle would be learning or mastering a trick, a concept, a progression, a variation, and your challenge would be pulling 10 successful reps in a row or within 30 minutes. Second example of struggle would be creativity and pioneering, and your challenge would be to observe what no one else is doing. Add your special touch to a trick and purge ideas from the full spectrum of your learned movements and routines. Third and last example of struggle would be contest preparation and combo mastery, and your challenge could be pulling 5 sets of 3 minutes runs flawlessly. Then comes the second stage, which is release and warm up.